one shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give it a spins with her ends. Cause yeah.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this throw caught left side, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Goff now looking to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They'll try it now with Swift. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. ones, some of the best. They're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
After the interception, here's Goff. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off play action, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now a first down throw, Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Bears.
To the air again, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Goff linking up with Shark for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, it's gone. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back at the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Now Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. On 2nd and 7, Goff toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On first down, it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this one too low. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fields on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw again on second down. Fields buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have the Bears first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On second and 10, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. One play action, Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Barney, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They run out of the gun with Swift. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. But they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit! A great play there. 41 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Fields throwing again.
at the 37-yard line.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fields on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, here we go on fourth down. Fields. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a toss play right to Swift. 120 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Fields now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing again is Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll get 6 on the dump off, but it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On On second down, Montgomery looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to him.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is